Moi! My name is Jana and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories, episode 123. And I'm coming to you from Finland. Today is Friday, 1st of November. Yeah. Winter is so close, so close. So I will be talking about knitting. I hope you're here for that. So welcome or welcome back. You can find me on Instagram as Westknits and on Ravelry as Westknits and on Ko-fi and Patreon as Finnish Knitting Stories. Let's begin. How have you been? What's new in your life? Here, plenty of new things. November. First of all, November, the darkest, gloomiest month in Finland. Second of all, we moved the clocks. Hate it. We switched to winter tires, to snow tires, and it's actually snowing. Would you like to do something different and start with the word of the day? It's actually snowing and raining at the same time, and Finnish language is unique in that way. We have a word for that. It's called räntä, when it's raining and snowing. I'm pretty sure there isn't a word for that in Latvian. It's just called rain with snow, right? Just like in English. But in Finnish, there is a word for that, and you can see it on a screen. And that's what's happening outside my window. So it's gloomy. I'm feeling a bit gloomy today. But nevertheless, we will be talking about very bright and happy knits, just to make our gloomy day a bit better and brighter. I have also extra light there today because there is no light coming from outside. It looks like there is, but there isn't. It's very dark. So I hope this is all right. This works out for us. I'm looking at the snow. I'm sorry, I get distracted. First one this year, and I'm like, ooh, snow. Okay, today will be a bit better episode than a couple of previous times because I have a finished object. Two finished objects. I have 2 finished objects. Look how exciting. Yes, I managed to finish something finally in a very long time. So I will show you today 2 finished objects and only 2 whips. Yes, because I haven't worked on anything else. Been busy finishing things. Good girl. But let's start with what I'm wearing today, right? Because you're always interested. I'm wearing a bit moody one. And it's oldie, but goodie. I like this sweater a lot, and it has been in my shop as a sample for a very long time. I take it, I wear it, then I wash it, I take it back to store. Because it's good. A lot of people are still knitting it. It's old. It's called Sosoros by Hohi Locatelli. I don't have notes today, so I hope I can remember everything. Oh, and yeah, patterns. I'll link in the description box down below. That one. And I knit it, I'm not sure how many years ago, but it was on a cover of Pom Pom magazine, and for a very long time it was only available in a magazine, but I'm pretty sure that Hohi has released it as an individual pattern. I think. I'm like 99% sure that she has, that there is a... Check the link. You will see if it's available as a separate pattern. So yeah, I love it. It's lace and then mohair stripe and then again lace. I knit mine in Kettu yarns. The one in lace is silk merino, 50% non-superwash merino, 50% silk in color dusty rose, and the other one is a bit moodier, that's silk mohair, also Kettu yarns in smoky rose. So dusty rose and smoky rose, they work together. It's planned like that. And it has held up surprisingly well. It's an old sweater. There is pilling right there. You can see it. You can't avoid it. I think any yarn will pill eventually. But I have worn this a lot. Still love it dearly. What I'm wearing underneath? I'm wearing leggings. I'm wearing home leggings because I will be changing into a skirt once I leave the house, but it needed ironing and I just could not. So you're only seeing top part today. And what do I have for earrings? I have earrings that spell neulo, which means knit in Finnish, and they are by Pinjo Design. I picked these up at Jyväskylä Knit Fest probably good 3 years ago, I think. Yeah. But she still has them in different colors. And I have another ones in orange, but these were my first. It's like a gray smoky mirror. Goes with the sweater. I don't know why I'm looking there. There is no note today. Okay, let's go to finished objects. Exciting bit, right? I have two. Let's start with a smaller one. I finished Sophia's sweater. I finished Sophia's sweater. I've been trying to be a good knitter and finish my promise to her. Like fulfill the promise to her. So this is for our daughter, and it's been blocked. It's slightly damp, and actually you're only seeing it because they have a Halloween party today at school, and she is wearing a witch's outfit instead of this sweater, because otherwise she would be wearing this sweater even though it's damp. Like you couldn't detach her from it. But yes, not a scary witch. Cute, very, very kind witch. So the pattern. Back to the sweater. If I'm a bit distracted, that's because I haven't been sleeping well. But we will talk about that at the end. I'll whine about things at the end. No, all is good. So Bean and Olive. The pattern is Bean and Olive. I'm telling you about this sweater now. And it's by Andrea Mowry. It's rather old pattern. I knit the biggest size available in that pattern, which is 8 to 10. Sophia is 9. And it fits perfectly. I didn't measure, is it according to measurements? The body is. The sleeves, I'm not sure because we tried them on. And they are perfect. The yarn is Kit to Yarn's Frozen Watermelon in big sock. So that's a DK weight. This is a DK weight pattern. So it should be knitting up pretty quickly, except if you're not distracted by a million other projects like me. And I was this time. So it took me a while. It took me a bit over a month to finish it. And I just wish it would fit me. Look, it would look good on me as well. I have this yarn left. So there is a color work, very easy, very manageable color work in the yoke and in the sleeve. There is the little hearts in the sleeve. The sleeve is not too wide. There was fair amount of decreases. I knit mine on size, I think 4 millimeter needles, and I used a bit over 2 skeins of main yarns, main color. So you need 3 for the larger size. With smaller ones, maybe you can get through with 2, and a bit of the contrast, not much. And I think the whole sweater altogether was 270 or 280 grams, somewhere there. Somewhere in that region. So less than 300 grams with both colors in DK weight. Size 8 to 10. And she's very happy with it. The fit is great. I did one teeny tiny modification. I mentioned it already last time, but if this is the first episode you're watching, I will repeat myself. I added short rows. Some of the viewers confirmed, thank you very much, that there is no short rows in the pattern, because I was knitting from the old version I printed out years ago, and I was thinking, what if Andrea has updated it and added short rows? I got confirmation there is no short rows in the pattern, and I think when you have a 10-year-old, you do need short rows. You do need short rows. I would not knit a sweater for Sophia without them, because she would be bothered by it coming up. Maybe on a baby it's still fine, but actually all the sweaters I have knit for Sophia, even the baby ones, they have had short rows. So I didn't realize it at first, so I added them after the first little. This is the back. Those are the first row of hearts, and here you can see there is a bit bigger space. That's where I added short rows, just randomly, just a few rows to make it fit a bit better. You can see the difference between the back and the front there. It's about, I don't know, 3.5 centimeters, maybe 4. But I think I went twice back and forward. I'm pretty sure. Maybe 3 times. No, twice. So yeah, her sweater is ready. She's a she's a happy customer. She's a very demanding customer, client. My favorite one, because she appreciates knitting. She loves it. And yesterday, when I went to wash this, she was like, "Mama, what are you knitting me next? I could use some pink socks." I actually have the yarn left, the main yarn, so I could maybe knit her a DK. Matching socks for this would be so cute. I'll think about it. Yeah, we will figure something out. But she might be getting a pair of cute little matching socks. I don't like knitting socks, but I only knit them for family. She's worth it. She's worth it. She loves. I forgot to put my phone on flight mode, and now some spammers are calling me. I have been attacked by spammers this week. I don't know, they have activated. I think it's the pre-Christmas calling around. They are trying to sell you all kind of unnecessary services. Sorry for the interruption and mini rant in between projects, but I got thrown off because I don't remember to put my phone in a flight mode when I start recording. I'm recording on my phone. Okay. Okay, woman, gather yourself and let's go to the next finished object. I told you everything about the sweater. Yes. Before I got interrupted so rudely. Okay, the next one. You probably know what it is. I finished Go Go Dynamo, the Westknits Mystery Knit Along of this year. I finished. And I'm happy with it. I am. I'm not convincing myself. I'm telling you, I'm happy with it. Okay. Probably everybody has seen it already, so I will be showing mine. I actually finished it last weekend already. And then I decided to add a little bit something else to it. You will see soon. I will show you. This is the clue 4. I'll show you clue 4. Everybody's asking, were you getting triangles or squares or like rectangles? And yeah, we were actually knitting triangles. You see? There is a triangle, and this is supposed to be triangle, but your eyes are tricking you. They look like squares. But yes, there are triangles that make up rectangles, if that makes sense. So I added mohair to these little blimps. little bob. They are not baubles. They are like, what are they? I don't know. Blimps, yes. And mine is quite large because I'm a loose knitter. Mine is always a bit large. So I did not do the bottom border, the optional border at the bottom. But I did add something else to the bottom because I felt like this shawl needs a little something, a little sprucing up, a little bit of my own touch. Don't laugh when you see it, okay? They're not tassels. And if you're on my Patreon, you know what it is. So no surprise there. But if you're not, then you will be very surprised. In 3, 2, 1. Mini pom-poms. Just soak in the glory of the mini pom-poms. And now you can see my home leggings there. Yes, can you? Yes. This is what I did. I added ridiculous tiny mohair pom-poms to each of the yellow triangles. Look at them. Look at them, how cute they are. I made them actually on a fork because I wanted them really, really mini, and my smallest pom-pom maker was too large, so just made them on a fork. Isn't this gorgeous? And me. And now I'm gonna try it on. I still haven't... Ooh, touching the curtain. This is very small space. And I have a candle there. Okay, let's try not to bring the curtains down or set anything on fire. Okay. And here. And there. How fun are these? Do you like my little touch? Little personal touch of palms. I think they are cute and playful, and yeah. I added them in the middle of the squares and then the last ones at the ends, not in the middle, because it felt more organic that way. So, how cute is this? I love the shawl. It was a bit, I think, calmer and safer than what I would have expected from Steven, but not disappointed. Absolutely not disappointed, because you need different things in your life, and I again learned something new from it. It was fun experience. I think this year it was more manageable than a couple of previous ones, because I stayed pretty much on track. I was surprised that I stayed on track. It was a very busy time at work when I was knitting this, and I still could catch up sometimes on the last night before Thursday, before the new clue comes out, but still. I managed, and I love my mohair there. I initially thought to use only 2 colors, but then it felt like it needs a mohair there, and then the pom-poms bring it out a bit more. And some might say it looks like a circus tent, but is that a bad thing? We live in a circus. The whole world is a circus run by clowns, so why not? And what else? Oh, I have 1 full skein of violet left. I don't know why, I don't know how. Maybe because I didn't do the border, or maybe because I was knitting with a like very generous light fingering for 125 meters, but I did not need to dip in my second skein of violet. I have 1 full skein left. And just a bit of, no, not a bit, maybe, I don't know, half skein perhaps of yellow, not sure. But the whole thing is definitely under 400 grams, definitely. Maybe even under 300 grams. I'll put the weight on a screen of my shawl, including pom-poms. Not that they weigh a lot, but they add to the cuteness. So, yeah, I loved the process, except the triangles. Except the triangles. You know the story about me not liking the triangles. But everything else was fun, manageable, so we learned something new. Again, I'm repeating myself. I'm here I do these to learn something new. And I think this will fit right in with my other colorful things in my wardrobe. So I actually love it. Let's see how it looks over the shoulders. I should have worn a dress that would go with it, but didn't think about it. Some other time. And now it's snowing. How do I take pictures of this outside? It's quite big. It goes below my knee when I drape it over the shoulders. But yeah, you can wear it in many different fun ways. Sorry, I'm trying to arrange it. Should I keep wearing it? Should I take it off? What else I could show you today? Let me know, what do you think about Go Go Dynamo? I know some of you are casting it on. Some of you who wanted to sit out are casting it on. Hi, Mona. And I love it. I love when that happens, that people are on the fence and then they see it and then yes, we're doing it. I do that as well sometimes for many different projects, that I take a peek just to make sure. With this one, I'm always in. Like with the Westknits mystery knit-alongs, but that's pretty much the only mystery knit-along that I keep doing over and over again. I have tried a few different ones, did not enjoy them as much. Yeah, but these are definitely up my alley. Okay, let's go to WIPs. Should I be wearing this, or do you want to see my sweater? Okay, let's put it behind me that you can still look at. Let's cover my anthology. By the way, Advent is in a month. Advent starts in a month. Are you ready? I'm not. Okay, can you see it? Now I'm covering it. There you can see a bit of it. Okay, let's go. Too excited. Let's go to WIPs. I have 2 WIPs to show you today. One I can show you only because I had a bit of social knitting. I have this contraption here. And the cursed hat. cursed Musselburgh hat. Patterned by Isolde Teague. Nothing wrong with the pattern. My my knitting tension is to blame, and probably the yarn. This one is ridiculously stretchy. Ridiculously stretchy. That's why I think I didn't take it in consideration when starting it first 2 times, but I think now it should be all right. And I knit this during knit night last Saturday, and I pulled out this contraption, which is yarn butler. Do you call it that? I think it's called yarn butler. I have had it for forever because I used to knit a lot from a cone. Not so much lately, mostly from skeins and balls, and not much from cones, but it's an absolute nerve saver when you're knitting from a cone, because it's a bit annoying, honestly, when you're somewhere on a sofa and you're trying to pull yarn. Maybe if you place it on a floor, but I don't have a place like that, so I'm using a yarn butler, and this one is by, is it by Chayagu? Yes, it is. There it is. So yeah, I remembered I had that. I actually had it as a decoration for forever on my shelf because haven't been in use, but it's so easy. It just rotates. It's like 2 wooden plates that rotate once you pull the yarn. And I've been knitting on the Musselburgh hat. I think I ended up with size adult medium. And actually I used the pattern to calculate the number of increases and stitches, and I think it should be all right now. I'm trying to knit a bit tighter. I was a bit loosey-goosey with my knitting previous 2 times. Still looks quite large. Well, I am not re-knitting it again. It is what it is. We will felt it if it's too big. And this is cashmere on a cone that I bought from our Riga trip this summer. Yes. A bit of a splurge, but way more affordable on a cone. It was not badly priced at all. Okay, let's put this thing down and take my next whip. Very exciting. Many of you know I'm going this month. It's hard to say this month. I kept saying next month, but it's already this month. It's in 3 weeks. I'm going to the Netherlands to Knit to Purl to Knit and Crochet Festival. Very excited. And there is a make-along going, Knit to Purl to MKAL, if you're making something to wear to the festival. And I decided to participate on a whim. I blame Daniela. I blame Danny from Mother's Suitcase, because she made me cast on a dress. she made me. She has been a very, very, very bad good influence on me, and she showed me a picture of a dress. She told me I need something like that. It was a big oversized mohair dress. I'm again doing my own thing. I cast on a dress last week, right? Last week, yeah. Last week we were on autumn holiday with the kids. That was last week, right? Yes, absolutely. We had a blast, by the way. And I cast on a dress for a festival, and I'm working on it now, and it has progressed fair amount. I'm using actually a sweater pattern for it, and again turning it into a dress. I love doing that. Don't ask me why. There are so many great dress patterns, but I just keep doing this. I used Lento sweater as a base. I went 1 size up just to have a bit more ease. I added a bit more stitches in the armpits again to accommodate my bottom half. That's where the major bulk is on this body. We know it, we accept it, we work with it. So ready? You might need sunglasses. Here we are. I'm not sure where I was last week when I showed it, but whoop. There I am now. I'm at the hip. actually below the hip at the moment. I have no idea how much is this gonna grow when I block it. I have no idea. The yarn is Mip's Chunky Kid Mohair. If you have knit with it, can you tell me, is it gonna grow? I didn't make a swatch. I didn't do any of the things you're supposed to do. My planning was a bit erratic. I just ordered random amount of yarn just in the colors I liked, and I'm hoping it's gonna work out. I regret not ordering more of yellow. I'll show you what I have left. I have this much left. Yellow is still attached to the sleeves. I'm knitting with it now, but I'm out of orange and I'm out of gray. And now that I think back, I should have probably ordered 2 of yellow. I had 500 grams to start with, and when I ordered the yarn, I had no idea what I want to do. I had no idea what pattern I'm going to use. I just knew I want a long stripy mohair dress. I roughly calculated the meters and I assumed that 500 grams should be enough. It probably is. I have good amounts of the pinks still left and 1 full untouched ball of this. And I'm working on the sleeves now. On both of the sleeves. One is on holder, another one is on the needles. I have the yellow. Okay, where was I? We're having technical difficulties today. My phone stopped recording, the notebook went flying, it triggered something in the phone, and I was planning to pick up a yellow ball and show you how much I have left of yellow. And I'm knitting from both ends of it on both of the sleeves. Now I'm lost in my giant mohair dress. I wanted it oversized, and I'm now, here is one sleeve, here is another sleeve. The sleeves will be quite balloony, and then I will cinch them in. I'm trying to match them on with the body, but it's already not working out because I ran out of orange and gray. So it will be a bit in that same direction as the body, but it won't be identical, and that's fine. Because I need to work with what I have. I thought of ordering more yarn, but it's probably not worth of it, because if I order 2 balls, the shipping will be same amount as those 2 balls, because we live in Finland. Finland is far away from everywhere, and there is water in between, so it's expensive to get stuff here. Yeah. I regret not ordering 2 of yellow, but it's all right. I will save a bit for 1 little stripe somewhere at the bottom and put the rest in the sleeves. I just need to figure out how much I need, like for 1 or 2 rows for the body. We will work with what we have. Next time, I should probably take a bit more time planning and maybe know what I'm knitting before I order the yarn. But I was very excited. This was very spontaneous. I basically called this accidental cast on. It was very... I usually plan a bit more careful, my bigger knits. But this time it just happened, and I need to finish it before the festival. And I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna, because I want to wear this in whatever form. Might be a sweater. No, it's gonna be a dress, and not a mini dress. I tried to look for other mohairs, like chunky mohairs that would be available from Finland, but none of them have any nice neon colors. They have all the pastels, and I have enough of neutrals. I need more neons, but okay. So, isn't this gorgeous? I'm so happy with it, and I'm working on it. I can't wait to try it on. I need to try it on soon to determine the length of the sleeve. It's not gonna be a very long sleeve because the raglan it's quite low. yeah, so it will be a bit of a sleeve, and then ribbing in this color. I'm saving this color for all the ribbing and the bottom of the dress, and we will see. Do you love it? I love it. It's gonna be so good. You will see me from space. um yeah, I don't know what to say. I get excited about my knits. I usually get very excited about scrappy knits. This one is not scrappy. I bought yarn specifically, yeah, for this project, and you know what I mean. I knew I wanted a stripy dress, and my brain is in a loop. I'm running on a very low sleep. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but you get me, right? And I'll just get up once again, show it to you, and you will see it next time. Probably not yet finished, but hopefully the sleeves will be done by the next week. And now I'm covered with mohair. All mohair sheds. I have not met a mohair that wouldn't shed, but I think this one sheds less than many other mohairs I have worked with. Even though it's like chunky, it leaves some bits on my lap when I'm knitting with it, but not excessive amounts. I have knit so bad mohair that I couldn't even knit it inside. It was just fluffing and shedding, and it was on everything. And then luckily it was summer. I was just knitting with it outside. We have a question from a viewer about mohair. What are my favorite mohairs that I love working with? And we will be... I have a few. I have a few of my favorites. I can name them because I work with mohair a lot. I have tried a lot of different brands, and we will talk about commercial now, because all hand-dyed mohair is fabulous, mostly. If it's a good base, not the cheapest one, it's always good quality mohair. When we talk about this, that's a different category. But let's talk about commercial mohair. Well, the ones I like are on a pricier side. No surprise there. My two absolute favorites are Isager. It's very soft. It doesn't shed a lot, and they have beautiful colors. And my second is... They are equal. My second is Ito mohair, and it's also lovely. I also like Rowan, but some colors can be a bit prickly. Some colors are softer, some are not. I get asked a lot about Drops mohair. I have worked with it a fair bit, but not so much anymore. There also, it's tricky. It's good if you can touch it in real life, because with Drops also, some colors are softer than the others. I used to sell Drops yarn in my store some years ago. Not anymore. And it was very clear difference. Some colors were very soft and lush, and another ones were not soft at all, and like definitely itchy. White was very itchy. I have a sweater with white Drops kid silk, and I can only wear it when it's very, very cold, because if it's a bit warm, it will drive you insane. And I'm usually not sensitive to mohair, but yeah, Drops kid silk can be tricky. If you're sensitive, then maybe try to touch it in real life before you buy, or go with something else. Yeah, if you have any other questions about any other mohair brands, those are just the ones I mentioned, like 2-3 my favorite ones. And yeah, Drops kid silk, I have worked with it a lot as well. There's Knitting for Olive. I find it quite scratchy as well. I know a lot of people like it, but there was something, or maybe again, just the colors I have tried. I haven't tried all the colors, but yeah, Isager is my probably number one choice, because it's easier accessible here. Ito it's nice, but it's not so widely available, not readily available. Some stores carry it, but then they run out, and then it takes long time for it to restock. And yeah, I think Isager is a bit cheaper than Ito, right? Yeah, I think. But both are lovely. And Rowan as well. I have used fair share of Rowan, but again, some colors may be a bit on the rougher side. Okay. What else? What else? Do we have anything else? I have one knitting plan, teeny tiny. I'll share with you. Father's Day is coming up in Finland very soon. In a couple of weeks, there is Father's Day. And I've been thinking what I could knit for my husband. A few years ago, I knit him a cowl that he wears a lot, but it's like nice fancy cowl. And he refuses to wear it to work. And I keep telling him just wear it to work or outside. And he only wears it as his nice cowl. I'll insert a picture here to see what I'm talking about. And I want to knit him a work cowl, something fun, something scrappy, that he can wear outside. He's been working outside a lot and it is cold, and he has a cowl, but it's not the best. It's some very old one, just wool, and it's not big enough in my opinion. I think I knit it for myself, just gray, basic gray with one cable to wear around the yard. And he has taken it as his work cowl, and I think he needs something a bit nicer. Very long story. I'm sorry. So I went through my Ravelry library to see what I have. I have been smart and I have added all the books and magazines to my Ravelry library. If you didn't know, you can do that. You can look up, if you have a book in your shelf, you can look it up on Ravelry and just click add to your library. And then when you're searching for the patterns you own, it will show up in the search, even though if it's a physical book on your shelf, if you have added. And I think last year there was a sale at Stephen and Penelope, and I bought this Hyper Knitting number 3. I bought it for Aurora Cabin shawl because I've been in love with that shawl. Can I find it quickly? Is there somewhere where I wouldn't show you the patterns? There. So it's on my list someday, sometime in the future. But that's not what I'm talking about today. But I bought this little book for that shawl pattern. My Ravelry search told me that there is a pattern. Sorry, I all of a sudden sound nasally and stuffy. There is a pattern for a cowl in this. I'm trying to find the name of the cowl. It's called Painting Columns cowl. This one right there. And I was thinking, perfect. It's DK weight. You can use scraps. It's very high. It's a bit asymmetrical. It's like, is there a picture? I don't know. It's the shape where it's higher in the cover the pattern there. You see the shape I'm talking about. That it's higher on one end, and it's a tube, so it's like double, and it's gonna be very warm and probably practical. So I decided, and you can knit it either with DK weight yarn or fingering held double. So I went my scrap stash diving, and turns out I have quite a lot of colors that he might enjoy left in here, because I usually knit with different colors when I knit for myself, except the neon yellow, of course. That's a must. And I pulled a selection out. Grays, blues, greens, neon yellow, neon green. He has a hat in this color, so I added the leftover from his hat here as well. And anyway, this kind of basket. And I decided once I get something else finished around here, or maybe I get bored with my mohair dress, or generally like stressed out about the gifts, about Father's Day gifts, I could cast it on. I have some commercial yarn here, and I will just drops merino extra fine, some, anyway, doesn't matter, all kind of bits and bobs, hand dyed and not. And I will And he has a hat like this. This is a Brooklyn tweed shelter. Could it be shelter? Yes. So he has a hat like this, and he has a hat like this, and I want to match the cowl. Add these into a cowl that it would work with his hat. So I was thinking of casting it on sometime soon. And my 4mm needles are free because I finished Sophia's sweater. So yes, I was thinking once I finish Sophia's sweater, I could cast on a cowl. So I'll try. I hope it's an easy knit. It looks like pretty easy and mindless knit, and I hope it goes quickly and it's fun and intuitive. It looks like that. So I'm gonna be knitting a cowl for hubby out of my other knitting queue, because the rest of the stuff is for myself, and I don't really need anything anymore. I knit things for fun. I have enough knits. I actually have enough knits to share with other people, because my knitting shelf is starting to be quite full. I don't think I can fit a lot of things in it anymore, and I am limiting myself to that one space in the closet. I have one shelf for shawls and socks, and one shelf for sweaters and cardigans and dresses. And once I run out of space, I need to give something away to somebody else that I'm not wearing. And I have a few pieces like that I could give away and make somebody else happy with a new knit. I always wash them and block them and put them in, and if there is some pilling, I clean them up like they are ready to go. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but yes. Let's go to knitting chat. I don't think I have anything I could... yeah. My social knitting, of course. I can knit on my Musselburgh. So, yeah. Knitting chat. November is here. Terrifying. First snow is here. Clock change. Raise your hand if you hate it as well. It has messed up all the girls in the house. My husband and our son, they don't care. They sleep like logs, and I'm troubled, Sophia's troubled, and the dog. She's also a girl, Jackie. We're all troubled because our inner clocks are now not working right. We wake up odd times, we sleep badly, and I can't fall asleep in the evening when I try to go to bed my normal time, and I don't know, it's hard. I don't know what's happening. I'm messed up, and Sophia is messed up, and she's been keeping me away. Our sleeping patterns are so off the charts. Yes, and then the dog wants to go out on according to her inner clock, not according to the new clock. Can't we already just pick one time and stick to it and stop doing this mad mumbo jumbo twice a year? I can't. I'm too old for this. Yes, so what else? We had a very nice holiday last week with the kids. We had a pretty easy weekend, didn't do anything special, just home stuff and knitting and playing board games and watching movies. We still want to watch Hocus Pocus. We love Hocus Pocus. We don't do Halloween here. It's not our kind of holiday. It's not. Let's just face it, it's not. I didn't grow up with it. My husband didn't grow up with it. We're not celebrating it at home, but we can't avoid it because they do stuff at school. Like today, both kids have a Halloween disco at school, and they need to dress up, and we need to make them costumes, or yeah. So, but I love watching Hocus Pocus. I think it's fun. I think it's a good movie. Both of them. So my weekend plan is to watch that. What else? Well, yeah. I had issues with my car. It was in the shop for a while. Another appliance broke down in this house. I just yeah, our fridge is done. Don't even get me started on it. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's a fact. It's done. We need a new fridge, and I just need to suck it up and live with it. There's no point in repairing it because we've been told there is no point. It's nothing easy or cheap to repair, unlike the washing machine where we just got lucky and we could fix it ourselves. But it's I guess it's just a normal circle of life. You use things, they break down. Uh, what else? Our squirrel is doing great. She's been coming for nuts. She figured out, yes. Have I told you that we got a squirrel feeder as well, besides our bird feeder, because we decided not to fight the squirrel. We decided to feed the squirrel because she's been eating from a bird feeder and now she's not. She's eating from her own nut feeder. It's a little box with a lid, with a like plexi front. She can see that the nuts, or I think it's a she. I don't know why. The squirrel can see the nuts, so squirrel figured out that you lift the lid, you take a nut from there, and she's actually eating them and not storing them. She takes a nut and then she sits there on the perch and eats the nuts, and then when she's full she leaves and comes back again next day or day after. We're bulking up our squirrel for winter that she wouldn't freeze. So far just one. Last winter we had 3. I hope they will find the way here. Once they hear there are nuts available. Yeah, the weather has been, I don't know, November-y. It's 1st of November now, but it is getting colder and gloomy, but we can burn candles. The good news, you can light candles, and yeah. I actually don't know. Is there anything else fun happening around here? My yarn is at the pop-up in Helsinki. I guess I can announce now that Tititu, one of the biggest yarn shops, definitely the coolest yarn shop in Finland, has picked up Kettu yarns, and they have part of it in their store. They have sock sets now in their store in Jyväskylä, and single skeins in, not single skeins, like 100-gram skeins they have in Putinki pop-up this weekend in Helsinki with them, and they don't have anything in the web store yet, but hopefully soon. Yes, and they are a big store. They ship internationally. They have better possibilities than small businesses like mine. So that's some good news. That's what I've been working on. And then another shop in Europe. I'm not gonna yet tell which. No spoilers. We'll be having Kettu yarns also soon. I'm not sure have they arrived already or are they still on the way, but it's somewhere in Europe. I'll tell you later when I'm allowed. Because don't want to spoil surprise for the shop owner. Like for the customers. We agreed with the shop owner that I won't announce it yet. Won't tell you which one. Not even gonna tell you which country. But in Europe. So, yeah. Feeling a bit gloomy, honestly. And probably has something to do with the darkness and how short the days are getting, because it's dark already, I think before 5 o'clock. It's dark. We're in Finland. Soon it will be dark at 3. In winter time, it's dark at 3. Not looking forward to that. So need to remember, take my vitamins, my D vitamin, because you can't survive without it here in this country. Oh, I should be wrapping it up because in 15 minutes, a lot of people have asked about the dog adoption process. 15 minutes, we have the interview. We've been emailing back and forward with people that handle the rescue dogs for the organization, and we have interview scheduled in 15 minutes. So now it just sunk in. I'm starting to feel a bit anxious, so wish me luck with that. Nothing else to share yet. No good news, no bad news. We're still in the process of maybe getting a rescue dog. Not a puppy, adult dog, but young adult dog. Jackie needs a friend. She's clearly has been lonely. She needs a company. Okay, I'm gonna go now and go prep for our very important interview. Wish me luck and take care and knit a lot. Take it easy, light up some candles, enjoy. Don't get discouraged by weather if you're somewhere around here or generally in the northern hemisphere. Yes, I will see you next week. So stay warm. Heippa.